A battle between TOBA Hulk and Beyonder is not just a fight between two powerful characters. It is a collision between unstoppable destruction and unlimited cosmic reality manipulation. When these two forces meet, the rules of power, existence, and the Marvel Universe itself are pushed beyond their limits. In Marvel Comics, there are heroes, villains, gods, and cosmic entities. But beyond them exist beings whose power reaches a completely different level. Today, we are comparing one of the most terrifying versions of Hulk ever created against one of Marvel's greatest reality-warping beings. On one side stands TOBA Hulk, a version of Hulk connected to the mysterious and destructive force known as the One Below All. On the other side stands Beyonder, a cosmic being from beyond normal reality whose abilities have challenged some of the strongest forces in Marvel history. Both possess unimaginable power, but when these two legends collide, only one can truly stand above the other. To understand TOBA Hulk, we first need to understand what makes Hulk one of Marvel's most dangerous characters. Throughout his history, Hulk has always represented unlimited strength and unstoppable rage. The angrier Hulk becomes, the stronger he gets. But TOBA Hulk takes this concept to a much darker and more cosmic level. Connected to the One Below All, TOBA Hulk is not just a creature with incredible physical strength. He represents a destructive force connected to the deepest and darkest aspects of Marvel's reality. His power goes beyond simple punches and physical attacks. He combines Hulk's endless rage with a cosmic energy that makes him one of the most dangerous versions of the character. One of TOBA Hulk's biggest advantages is his incredible durability and regeneration. Hulk has survived attacks that would destroy almost any other being, and this version pushes those abilities even further. Destroying his body does not guarantee victory because his healing ability and endless rage allow him to continue fighting. The longer the battle continues, the more dangerous TOBA Hulk becomes. Every attack, every injury, and every moment of suffering can become fuel for his power. He does not simply fight to survive. He becomes stronger through the struggle itself. But TOBA Hulk's greatest threat is not only his strength. His connection to the One Below All gives him a level of destructive potential that goes far beyond a normal battle. Facing him means facing a force that represents chaos, destruction, and overwhelming power. However, standing against him is Beyonder, one of the most powerful cosmic beings in Marvel Comics. Beyonder is unlike ordinary superheroes or villains. He exists beyond the normal boundaries of reality, coming from a realm outside the known multiverse. His understanding of existence is beyond what most beings can comprehend. Beyonder's greatest weapon is his ability to manipulate reality itself. He can alter matter, energy, space, and the fundamental rules of existence. Instead of overpowering enemies physically, Beyonder can change the battlefield around them and reshape reality according to his will. At his most powerful portrayals, Beyonder has displayed abilities that place him among Marvel's highest-level cosmic beings. His power has allowed him to challenge forces that represent the very structure of the universe. But Beyonder is not only powerful because of raw energy. He also possesses incredible intelligence and awareness. He can analyze opponents, understand situations quickly, and use his abilities in ways that make him extremely difficult to defeat. Against most characters, Beyonder would be almost impossible to overcome. But TOBA Hulk is not most characters. When these two forces finally meet, the battlefield becomes a place where reality itself begins to break apart. Beyonder arrives with complete confidence, knowing that very few beings can challenge his control over existence. Hulk stands before him, surrounded by overwhelming energy. His rage continues building as he faces an opponent who believes he controls everything. The battle begins with Beyonder making the first move. With his reality-warping abilities, he changes the environment around Hulk. Space shifts, the battlefield transforms, and the laws of physics become meaningless. For almost any opponent, this would be the end. But Hulk keeps moving forward. No matter how much reality changes around him, Hulk refuses to stop. His rage allows him to push through attacks that would defeat almost any other warrior. Beyonder increases his power. Instead of simply attacking Hulk's body, he targets the very reality surrounding him. He creates impossible situations and uses cosmic energy to try to remove Hulk from the battle completely. For a moment, it appears that Beyonder has total control. Then Hulk rises again. This is the turning point. Beyonder realizes that defeating Hulk physically is not enough. Every attack only increases Hulk's anger. Every attempt to destroy him creates an even greater threat. TOBA Hulk finally attacks. His punches carry more than physical force. They represent endless rage combined with cosmic destruction. Each strike shakes the battlefield and proves that even a reality-warping being like Beyonder cannot ignore his power. Beyonder responds by using everything at his disposal. He bends reality, changes the rules of existence, and attacks from every possible direction. But Hulk continues. He does not rely on technology, weapons, or complicated strategies. His greatest ability is his refusal to stop. He survives, adapts, and becomes more dangerous with every moment. As the battle reaches its final stage, Beyonder unleashes his full cosmic power. Reality begins collapsing around them as two impossible forces collide. Beyonder represents control over existence itself. TOBA Hulk represents unstoppable destruction that continues growing stronger. The final clash becomes a battle between two different forms of ultimate power. One fighter can rewrite reality, while the other represents a force that refuses to be destroyed. So who wins? When comparing intelligence, versatility, and reality manipulation, Beyonder has a massive advantage. His ability to reshape existence gives him countless ways to win a battle. However, when comparing pure destructive power, endurance, and the ability to continue growing stronger, TOBA Hulk becomes one of the most dangerous opponents imaginable. At their absolute peaks, this battle would be one of the closest and most devastating conflicts in Marvel history. Beyonder has the superior control over reality, but TOBA Hulk's connection to the one below all gives him an overwhelming level of destructive potential. The final result: TOBA Hulk wins against Beyonder in a battle of unstoppable power and endurance. Beyonder remains one of Marvel's strongest reality-warping beings, possessing incredible cosmic abilities, intelligence, and control over existence itself. However, TOBA Hulk's endless rage, limitless destructive potential, powerful regeneration, and connection to the one below all give him the advantage needed to survive even the most devastating attacks and continue growing stronger throughout the battle. While Beyonder can manipulate reality and reshape the battlefield, TOBA Hulk represents a force of destruction that becomes more dangerous the longer the fight continues. Every attack, every injury, and every attempt to stop him only fuels his rage and increases his power. In a battle between cosmic control and unstoppable destruction, Hulk's ability to endure and evolve becomes the deciding factor. At their absolute peak, both beings stand among Marvel's most powerful entities, but TOBA Hulk's overwhelming destructive force gives him the edge in this legendary clash. Winner: TOBA Hulk.